Sun-washed stone pillars and kaleidoscope windows parade a myriad of colors in a torrent of beautiful patterns and shapes, cascaded across the walls and floor of the Eclipsia. Countless scrolls and inscriptions hide within the stained glass stencils, becoming pools of wonder for the eyes and answers for the mind as you all do your best to uncover what may have happened to the Oracle in their final days. But suddenly those lights go dim and desaturate, with the forming of shadows stretching across the mosaic floor in response to a robed figure in a wooden fox mask opposite the cathedral, calling out,
"There is no time left, Silas. You must release yourself from this shady salesman of souls."
Hey! Welcome back, everyone.
Hey Alex, I notice I'm not in the frame when I do this.
So don't do that.
It's so weird.
So now that chat and everyone watching has seen the intro, and you guys have seen the intro, we rejoin our 5 adventurers as something extremely cataclysmic has just occurred in the Eclipsia. As you all were researching pulling at different threads about what the prophecy could mean, what could have happened to the Oracle in their final days.
Oh, that's right, because we...
Yeah, we were doing research.
She was got... Sorry.
Yep.
Forgot about
She was
that.
got.
She was got.
She was
Sorry. And just like that, the fox thief walks into the fray, deflecting blows left and right from the Shadowed Sun operatives as she exclaims to Rin, "There is no time left, Silas. You must release yourself from this shady salesman of souls." At which point, an inky blackness pours out of Rin, pulls across the floor, and out from beneath it, just ascending through this puddle that has amassed, is a skeletal figure that now reaches out for the fox thief as the smoke billows out from under them and begins to strangle the fox thief.
That's the broker.
Yeah.
Or his avatar or something.
Well, yeah, something like that.
The Last Airbender.
Oh my God, Aang! I will allow you guys to go ahead. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. I think that'll be the best thing to do.
Like
Opposite Aang.
Like alive right now, or like chilling? Is he frozen?
It's not bad.
Well, who we got here?
We're gonna find out.
that is?
Rin,
I'm
my
trying
friend,
to find
what did
out.
you
I'm
roll?
asking the question.
22.
22, very
What's your
nice.
name?
Arsinoe,
11.
11. That's half as nice. Cheryl,
Glacier for
15.
15.
You don't get an initiative. Well, he rolled it on the app.
Yeah, he rolled it on the app, so I got it
You got
here.
a
Natural 20.
13.
Yeah.
13.
So 19.
No. I have good
18.
decks.
Oh, it's
18,
a 15. Thank
So-
you for asking.
As the dust settles,
Jesus.
it is only fitting that Rin, being so close to the situation, you are first in initiative. You see as this sort of inky blackness finally stops pouring out of your eyes, it finally comes to a stop, and you blink your eyes open and see the fox thief standing across from you as smoke basically envelops them. You see it almost a mirrored scene where the smoke begins to pour up underneath this person's mask, and you can see them convulsing.
I have so many
What are you
questions.
doing?
Should I write them down? So many.
Would I know if this is something I could like dispel magic on, like whatever thing it's doing?
You could certainly attempt to.
Choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range. Would this be that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a creature within range. This is
The effect is also-
certainly a magical effect by your estimation.
And there's a little skelly looking boy.
Skelly boy.
Right in front of you, there's a massive skeletal figure that has appeared out of the ground. It is cloaked. It wears no adornments. All you can really see is a skeletal hand sort of out from the robe as it reaches out for the fox thief. You're looking at it from behind, of course. So I will say this too. I'm making an Arcana check for me.
Does it have a skelly booty or does it have a human booty?
Use a luck.
What that booty do?
You're luck on that? Oh.
Yeah.
I like that you found that.
I got 3 of them.
Can't see that
Oh, what am I gonna need? 3?
I forget what's up there. After like the first class, I can't see anything.
What did I use
after
a
that.
spell slot on?
Every couple months, I'll get up on a step
Previously.
stool and like.
Probably investigating whatever the hell's going on here, huh?
Oh, I scried on somebody.
Yeah.
I believe you did.
Yeah, I did.
Who'd you scry on?
On her.
Ah.
am I
No,
doing?
it was
The
on-
Oracle.
It was
the
an
Oracle.
Oracle.
That's
Yeah.
what I meant by her. I assume the Oracle's her.
Them. What am I
Nice
doing
save,
right now?
Sam.
That is what I meant.
okay.
That is exactly
It
what
did
I meant
not
by
sound
that.
like that at all.
I was like, why is everybody looking
I
at
know.
me?
I thought you meant like the fox thief, and then whenever they corrected you, you were like, yeah,
With
that's
your
what I
He
meant.
saw,
14.
he saw like
Yeah,
nothingness. But yeah,
I
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's
Totally.
what I meant.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what you did.
that's what I meant.
Is there a reason this is not playing now?
What?
I
The
turned it
music? Do you need me to
My
sing?
He dispelled magic.
Spooky, spooky,
It's not playing there either.
Hmm.
Maybe it's hooked up to the Bluetooth on the car.
I don't know.
How
I
did
mean,
we just sing the
restart.
same thing?
What did you say?
We just started humming the same tune, and I don't
weird.
know what it is. It was just
That's funny.
spooky, spooky skeletons.
That's not what I was singing, but it's
No,
it's
but
the
the
same thing.
spooky skeletons at work.
there we go.
Make
Yeah, I don't
us
know why I
sing
did
the
that.
Same thing.
But what did you roll for Arcana?
14.
14.
12? No, 14.
With your 14, you feel no innate magics or no magics coursing through your veins any longer. It feels as though as the shadow has left you, so has your ability to draw upon the broker's power.
Wow.
There's one down.
There's one down.
Who's gonna ask
Does he
if you
still
had
feel
magic?
attached to the broker? Question mark. I wrote it out.
No.
Check that off.
Funny you mentioned that.
As you catch yourself
Told you I was
almost
writing questions down.
in the arcane version of being tongue-tied, hand outstretched, realizing you're unable to cast, you hear the fox thief choke out the words, "This body will die, but I will live on." And then you hear this deep demonic voice, one that you are all too familiar with, answer back, "You will choke on your lies, bitch."
Oh, that's so rude. Oh my gosh.
As the smoke continues to billow up underneath the mask, you see her convulsing, and finally, the mask flies off, clatters across the floor.
Whose mask?
Who's
Fox
that here?
thief.
Fox thief.
Fox
Got
thief's
it, got it.
mask.
Thank you.
And what you see,
Cheryl's mask.
Poor quivering Professor Quirrell.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Takes off his turban.
While we're here, I'm gonna ask Rin: is his eye still black?
what you see beneath that mask, only for a moment before the smoke completely swallows it up, is the face of your wife, Silana.
Do I have the ability to cast anything? Like, could I cast an Eldritch Blast at this thing?
You have no arcane ability in this moment.
All right, I'll pull my sword out and I'll stab it in the head
Okay,
with that.
roll to hit.
So I have.
You'll have your normal modifiers and everything. That's fine. But
Well, my modifiers do come from my warlockiness.
we'll say it's all right.
For
I'm
the
most
sake of ease.
yeah.
Flavor Flav.
Gotta remember how to do this. I haven't punched someone in a while.
Punch.
I'm assuming I don't have the ability to smite it, right?
You do not.
You're not coming in here.
Yeah.
In here.
It's not an Eldritch Blast, but yes.
Yeah, but he was saying the modifier.
Yeah, so 14
They just got back
on the
from
first
park.
hit.
Okay. 14 does not hit. as you swing out, the cloak that enshrouds this thing actually is much larger than it, and so all you catch is air as you tear a bit of it off.
Okay. I'll use my second hit. 16.
16 does not hit.
Okay.
Again, you try and pierce where you feel like its body would be, and as you pull your blade back out from behind it, only smoke disapparates off the blade. What you hear after making these 2 attacks is the broker's voice. You seek to defy me as well, Ren. You will not live long enough to rue the day. Is that the end of your turn?
It's her eye.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
Gotcha. As you kind of realize that your attacks have done nothing, you feel somewhat powerless in this moment, as you have all throughout your dealings with the broker. You hear again that sort of strained voice as the fox thief, her face completely enshrouded by smoke at this point, calls out to you and says, "Take it, Silas! Take it!" And you can see her hand sort of outstretched towards the mask that's clattered down across the floor. But it is now the broker's turn.
Oh,
You can have a new mask daddy.
Nobody liked that.
Everyone like that.
And since we're really in combat now,
how does it feel to be booed?
Your booze means
here.
Makes you cheer.
The broker turns and sees all of you around him and ready to jump in and assist.
Oh, no, we all go.
Yeah. He begins weaving arcane signs, throws his hand into the ground, and you hear the constant hum of the universe slow until it is only ticks. Tick. And then where there should be another sound,
You guys slow on us?
he cast Time Stop.
Oh. Fuck. No save to that.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know that. No, that was a question more than
yeah.
anything.
Do you counterspell?
Ooh,
Can I?
you can try. We're in initiative.
Okay.
I'm assuming I don't have the ability to use that as a reaction.
You do not currently.
Counter spell. Level 5.
All right. It
About as
is.
high as I can go.
It is a 9th level spell. He will attempt to counter your counter spell, but fail because he only casts it at 3rd level. So see if you can counter it.
The DC's 19, is that
I believe so.
'Cause it's 10
DC 19
I just got a
Arcana.
Arcana?
Is it Arcana? I think
No.
it is.
Evi.
It's
Something.
just an ability check with your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Put that later.
I just got a text and I was like, what? What?
Fuck, where's my...
You should just be able to. Are you trying to find a way to roll it?
No, he's looking for
Yeah.
a spellcasting modifier, I think.
I am.
Go to your spells.
Just go to your main thingies and
Yeah,
click
there it is.
that. Nope.
I'm just
That.
gonna add it. Fuck it.
Just do,
Here we go.
just do that. Or not.
Ooh, I think we got there.
Yeah.
Holy hell! Yeah. So, as time begins to slow, this skeletal figure sort of rights itself, pulls out a scythe made completely of shadow, and as he does, everything begins moving again. You see him kind of look in all directions, look back at Sarnorin, and yeah. His spell has failed. His spell has failed.
Failed. What was it? The stained glass. What?
I don't remember, but he said it so well.
Alex's had you've said 3 S things today, since we've started this.
Like back to back, and you haven't stuttered.
So.
Yeah,
Like S words back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Sucker and
impressed.
succotash.
Suffering.
It was a really good intro for me today.
Yeah,
I
It
don't
was
know
a
why.
really
Yeah.
good intro, but then the slinky salesman something.
Oh yeah, shady salesman of souls.
Yeah.
I said that a lot because that was in the intro too, so I've
Yeah.
gotten used to it.
You've got
I'm
lot
in a
of
rhythm.
S's today.
Speaking of this shady salesman of souls, looks in your direction. I will take great pleasure in dealing with you.
He looks at Sarnorin.
Yeah,
Oh no!
but it's not his turn anymore.
He's scared of that stupid little bitch.
It is now Cheryl's turn.
Careful.
Cheryl!
Oh,
What
really?
you doing, buddy?
No one rolled better than 15?
15.
No.
No.
Oh. Well, this makes me think, do I want to do the 2-part plan or the riskier 1-part plan?
Yeah.
They're kind of the same plan. It's just one might waste a 7th level spell slot, the other one might not.
Hey, we get him back when we die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So seeing that things are kind of serious, all right. Cheryl's gonna close his eyes.
There you go.
And run away. No.
Get me out of here, Osiris.
So Cheryl's gonna close his eyes.
You can't see me. I don't see you.
Divine intervention. Get me out of here, Osiris.
In his studies recently, the single word that killed him kind of rung true, and so he was looking for something equivalent in the good side of things,
Okay.
and came across a weaker spell, but one that similarly only uses a single word. So,
See my ears.
praying to Osiris, asking for his strength. Is he within 30 feet of home skill?
Oh yeah, he
okay.
definitely is. He's
Then-
within 30 feet of all of you.
As Cheryl closes his eyes, he takes off his holy symbol and holds it in his hand and is praying to Osiris. His robes begin to billow, and as he opens his eyes, they're like a bright white. And he holds the holy symbol out, and in a single word, he just says, "Leave." And a pressure wave shoots out, and anything within 30 feet of Cheryl that he would designate as enemies have to make a charisma save.
Charisma save.
Yeah.
Okay. It is against a magical effect, I assume.
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean it's
Cheryl's
it's a
still
spell.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
super reverb
Yeah,
fart.
yeah. This is not a channel divinity or anything.
Natural 20.
Oh,
He had advantage on the roll. The other was a
Yeah.
12 plus some extra
Better
shit.
than that, doesn't it?
Then he saves
What did you cast?
No.
divine word, because if he's a fae, or if he's a fiend, then he failed. He would have been banished for 24 hours and could not return to this plane for anything short of a wish spell.
I will say this. After seeing how well he resisted your efforts to force him out, you can only surmise that he is not a fiend.
That's fair.
He's a devil daddy.
Plan A was detect good or evil to make sure he was a fiend first, and then do that second turn. But that is actually just a bonus action, though.
Okay.
I don't
What?
think I have...
Damn, that's nice.
Dude, it is pretty nice. So...
Just hammer him to death. Blah!
Yeah, no one's taken any damage yet.
Nobody has.
Yeah, dude, just
Except
hammer
for
from behind.
potentially the fox thief.
Just give me the mask.
He's getting wrecked.
Put the mask on my face.
Would I have seen her say that? For him to get the mask?
You would have definitely heard it. I mean, you're just as close as he
She
is.
told him to take the mask.
Cheryl would go for... I don't know, it just doesn't make sense for me to pick up the mask
Yeah, I was like,
and
what
put it on
you
your face.
actually though?
Yeah, so he's
think I
gonna
just
he's
don't
gonna
remember
bust out the
that.
devotee sensor and he's gonna go in to try to hit this thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run up on it.
Get censured.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good. What is my plus? That is a dirty 20.
Okay. That will hit.
That
Sweet.
is Radiant, and this one is regular. Okay. That is 1 radiant and 6 bludgeoning.
Okay. Now knowing that this creature is of at least not a fiendish nature, process of elimination means you can try something else. So you take out your devotee censer, begin swinging it around. The incense in this place and the light seems to sort of combine in such a way that it creates like these rays of cascading light behind you. It looks very epic as you swing your censer through its apparent body. You catch nothing but air, but you feel as though you've done a good bit of damage. Not more than usual.
So the spell also works if it's a celestial. Now I know it's saved, but if it's a celestial elemental, fey, or fiend, and it was none of those.
It was none of those. Yeah.
Figured I'd get more information if I can.
Yeah, no, might as well. Are you doing anything else?
Cheryl's gonna stay right there. He's between this thing and enemies. Our friends.
Okay, at the end of your turn, the creature's going to turn, and its scythe that's made of shadow just rips across your body as it tries to penetrate you with shadows.
Use the word penetrate.
Why? I feel like every word's a dirty word now.
No, that was
Thank you, internet.
That was a joke from
That was from a long time ago.
what movie? is
Non-natural
that?
20.
Pitch Perfect, yeah.
I will attempt to penetrate.
It does, but I'm deciding whether or not to shield it if this is worth
That's
it.
how Alan Rickman said it. Harry Potter.
I literally none of that was English. What?
Yeah, I think Cheryl would
How Alan
instinctively.
Rickman said it in Harry Potter.
Thank you.
Thank you for understanding me.
Yeah, he would instinctively shield that.
Okay.
None of it was English.
The second sentence.
As
No, I
this
can tell that.
shadowy
First part.
weapon begins to
can tell that
swing
by
wide
it.
towards you, you pull up your shield and clink. The parts clink together as it outbursts a massive blue pulse that shunts back the shadows, basically just clinking with it as it retracts its weapon.
Get clinked.
For one, Cheryl
Yeah,
actually
get
looks like a
clinked.
full combat. He's got like the mace and the thing. He's like,
What position is your trunk in?
Sarnorin, it's now your go.
his head.
Taffy, you're on deck.
Nice.
How far away is it?
He would be about 20 feet away from you. Not far.
Okay, so I'll back up.
Okay. As far as you can.
Yeah, pretty much.
Run away.
And then I'm gonna have Harry go to him.
Okay.
Because he's my familiar, he can take non-combat actions.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna have him give me the help action,
Okay.
which grants me advantage on my next attack.
Yep.
He said, "Go
Do
help me,
that
bird."
And then
You got
he's
jobs to
sitting on top of
do.
your head and he's aiming your
you'll
face.
see Sarnorin start tracing like patterns in the sky and start making this giant arcane equation, and then it slowly like glows almost like what's his name, Sorcerer Supreme guy.
Dr. Strange.
Yeah. And it floats above his head. and
Sorcerer Supreme guy.
Wong.
that's his title.
Yeah, it's long.
And it starts slowly orbiting his head, and then all of a sudden they just break into these 7 pieces that look like giant stars, and they just they float around his head.
I like that spell.
And so
Even better than Alex.
They're not Tweety birds.
I think I have to wait.
The bonus action to do.
Yeah, but it's also a bonus action to command the
I
bird.
have no idea what y'all are doing.
Hmm.
So I'll have done that in a different order then.
So Harry's not
You
helping.
can just,
Not this turn.
yeah, I was gonna say you can just.
I'm just gonna shoot normal this turn.
Okay, so
The bird's
no
not
Harry.
out. No.
Yeah.
No Harry.
He's
No
flying around,
Harry.
but he just hasn't helped yet.
Right.
Yeah.
He's out. He's just not being helpful.
No Harry Potter.
That's bad. 17 to hit.
17 does hit, just barely.
Oh, yes!
So its AC is 17.
That's
Yeah, because 16 minutes.
16 minutes.
What is Crown of Stars?
25 points of radiant damage.
Nice. As one of
Shoot
these.
stars?
It has 7 radiant stars around your head, and then just
I had
shoots
7 radiant stars.
Like Eldritch
as a
Blast,
bonus
kind
action.
of?
Yeah, but
That's
it's
cool.
40-12 radiant damage.
As one of these bolts streaks across the atrium like a shooting star, it flies directly into this creature's robe, which you can actually see quite well now You can see its skeletal face, especially whenever it basically flies straight into the darkened smoke that makes up most of its body, explodes with a bright light, and illuminates its face from below.
What level is that?
7.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Super cool.
Taffy, it's your go. Arsinoe, you're on deck.
So, would I have heard her tell Ren to get?
You definitely would
Okay,
have.
and where is the mask?
It clattered across the floor. I will say that it's basically right next to her.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to check out Ren because I have questions still.
How you doing?
Ren.
Are his eyes still black?
In this moment, they are not.
Neither of them.
Neither of them
Been
are.
waiting
what color eyes do you
so
have?
many turns to ask that question.
Can't see in my eyes.
They're hollow, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't
But
get
he
his
is
eyes
like,
back.
just
Actually,
he's
he's
not like
blind now.
knocked
Yeah, he
out.
doesn't
He's
have
just you just don't have a
He's
connection
depowered.
to Arcana. Okay.
And you might not know that, but you saw him like sort of outstretch his hand
Yeah.
and maybe like look at it.
He's
but-
just silent.
Got it. Okay.
What a
Can I
noob.
get to where the mask is?
Yeah, you'd have enough movement to get there
Smarter than
and
the
maybe
average
move
person.
5 feet after.
Let's see. I might be
No, he
able to
doesn't.
do something different.
He's closer.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Haha, idiot.
Barely.
Can I?
She's actually the
Smarter than your
broker.
average farmer.
Is it within 30 feet of
Just as
Ren?
wise
The
as your
mask.
average farmer.
Yeah, definitely
Okay,
is.
then I would like to cast telekinesis on the mask and move it to Ren.
Okay,
Can I do that?
sure. Yeah, you definitely can do
Put it on his
that.
face with it.
Okay, yeah, I'll put it on his face.
It's
Are you
telekinesis.
resisting or are you like letting it happen?
I mean, I can
How's-
see her doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah. I'll-
make it like really difficult. They'll be like, pop.
It's like when Iron Man's suit
Like,
first
whenever, like,
flies,
somebody,
and,
like,
you
pulls
gotta
back a
grab it
thing,
and
like,
put it all the
yeah,
right
pop.
way because it's flying backwards.
And wild magic activates.
Yes,
Mask
drop a
blows up.
fireball on all of us.
That's what you get for being helpful. I think that's a 12.
But it looks like
Yeah.
70.
72, yeah, whatever that is.
Number. I thought it was 12 too.
Yeah,
72.
Oh.
not
12 to
much room for a
100.
I
7.
gain resistance to all damage for the next minute.
That's amazing.
What?
You're a barbarian again.
As you reach out with your telekinetic powers and begin to lift the mask, you feel them spiral
that's
out
what
of
happens,
control
yeah.
and sort of generate a sort of telekinetic force field around yourself accidentally. You were glowing with this sort
Like I
of
got one of those
warbled
mushroom
purple,
things.
Roids, baby.
odd, like sort of shimmering.
Yeah. Oh, it's like when you get a special star in Mario.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I would
But for a
like
long
to
time.
move. Right there.
Okay.
Oh,
So
jeez, can we turn the music off?
to clarify, you moved the mask to Rin. Did you like put it on his face?
Yeah, I
Are
put it
you-
on his face.
Okay. Are you stopping it? Are you letting
I mean,
her
I'll
do it?
catch it. Like, I'm not gonna let it just
Batman
smack me in the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I wasn't trying to smack him in the face.
Yeah.
Becca was trying to smack him in the face.
like this.
No, I'm like placing it and like waiting for him to like
Yeah,
grab
I'll-
it, basically.
Got it. So as you sort of catch the mask in your hand, you do see the broker sort of like follow the line of the mask, turning his sight towards you, or rather the aspect of the broker, whatever this is. You see its hollowed out eyes, sort of black smoke pouring out.
Can I?
And for the first time, you detect almost a hint of concern from the broker.
Can I?
Can
do,
I see anything with this thing in my face?
Is it on your face? Did you put it on? I thought you said you just caught it.
I'll wait until my turn.
Okay.
I don't want to
Can
interrupt
I
right now.
cast a bonus action spell?
Yes.
Eldritch Blast onto the broker.
Okay.
Blast.
Roll to hit. Eldritch Blast.
I get 3, right?
The blastiest of blasts.
Pew pew. 2 27s and a 23.
Oh, nice.
Like a
All
wrap
3
up.
will hit.
Trying to be country. 2 27s and 23.
And then just roll.
God
All 3 hit?
damn.
Just roll 3d10, and that's your damage. Gotta get a little more invested in the warlockiness to get that good shit.
Get that good.
Or do that and then have it pour out of your face, and now you don't have that good shit.
24.
Oh, nice. 24 points of force damage.
Yeah.
So as the broker is distracted, you sort of swing around the back, fire off a couple of a few Eldritch Blasts from your palm. All three of them easily find purchase directly in the back of his head. It's almost cartoonish as you hear them, boom, 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 and you expect like 3 lumps to sort of raise out. But instead, you just see sort of that same black smoke begin to billow out from underneath the cloak.
You look at me now?
And he turns to look at you. It is now Arsinoe's turn.
I am going to look out at like I don't remember anybody's name normally, but I especially know today.
Ren.
No, not you guys. I forgot y'all's name. No, like
Sarnorin.
Cheryl.
Don't let her think,
No,
man.
the guy, the person that kept like threatening
Steve.
like each person that
Yeah,
like anytime the oracle
guard
like
guy.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yes,
Alex.
yeah, the
Yeah.
like barbarian
The
type of
chosen.
dude. Yes, yeah.
Oh my god, y'all are making this like fucking painful.
I was being helpful. It is the
Yeah,
chosen.
yeah, Sam. Oh God. That Sam was being helpful.
It was Hicane was his name.
Never gonna remember that.
Don't remember
Yeah.
that from last session, so.
His mom
Yeah,
hiccuped
I'm gonna
when she was
yell
naming
to
him.
Hicane. Stop.
You guys are really reaching for these. I'm trying hard not to make them bad. And you're just rolling with them
Nebraska's
anyway.
still
You're
the best
trying
one.
hard to make it bad.
Nebraska, Nabikawa.
I really liked A-OK, but that one was asking for it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm gonna call out to Hicane and to the other person that I know and the monk person that I know. I don't know anybody's names right now. And
Tementu and Vinrielli.
yes, yeah. And tell them this god, this entity has been not just threatening us, but has been threatening all of our plane. We have to deal with this. And then I'm gonna run forward, and
Just
try
fist
to
straight. Just
yeah. Try to punch what I assume is a
the
broker.
javelin.
All right.
Charging up.
You guys have him pretty much surrounded. Roll your
Jousting.
attacks with advantage.
Yeah.
But Arsinoe, you will not, for the foreseeable future, have access to any of your subclass features.
Oh, okay.
Your actual class features are fine.
Why?
Okay. My actual class.
You have no connection to Oham.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I think then that means that like I can't do. It's good to know. That changes. something.
Reboot. Unplug it. Replay.
I can still do flurry of blows. That's a thing. But I can't do divine foresight. But I could do a sentinel attack. Okay, got it. All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make that complicated for you.
No. Like, because I had like thoughts in my head of like, okay, this is the reaction I'll take later. Okay. Thoughts in my head. 22 to hit. For the
22
first hit.
hits.
Found it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thoughts in my head, but don't call me a thought head.
Thoughts in my head, thoughts in my head, thoughts.
11 points of damage.
It's my first one.
Thoughts.
Second attack. I should be rolling these with advantage. That's right.
Yes, you should.
That's really unfortunate.
What was that
Same
one?
thing. It was a 2 both times.
Oh, good. I like those.
12. Okay.
That'll
and
miss.
Then I spend a key point to do flurry of blows. 21, but with advantage is a lot higher. 26. I know.
That'll hit.
It takes me a moment. This is 6 points of damage.
All right.
And then
It's 1
for the
0 on it.
last one, 24 points of damage. 24 to hit,
That'll hit.
and then 8 points of damage.
Nice. So as you all encircle this skeletal figure, Arsinoe begins levying punches left and right. One of them you miss, but once again, only because you can't really ascertain its true form underneath this cloak. As you hit nothing but air, smoke just sort of billows out from under it as you displace some
How
of
many
it.
cloaks?
Very unsatisfying hits.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's like when
It's
you're
like
in
when
a
you're
dream.
dreaming. Yeah.
dude, the worst.
And if you are done, we are back to the top of the initiative. Ren, what you doing, buddy?
Put that mask on my face, yo.
Okay.
Don't call me a mask face.
Can I see anything?
As you place the mask over your face, you feel a sudden surge of the same power you are so familiar with. Yet, somehow, this is a bit different. It feels as though you're free to do whatever you want with this power. You are drawing on the broker's essence without having to be beholden to him. It's a freeing sensation. And as you do this and sort of take in all that it is, you look around, you can see quite easily that the broker is staring directly at you. You thief! How dare you! What you doing?
Is this thing a plant? I'll ask for Sam.
Yeah, is this a plant?
It is not a plant. You can tell that much quite easily.
Thank you.
You're familiar enough with the broker.
I'm familiar with plants. I'll cast Mental Prison on this thing.
Okay. Is that a save for me?
It is intelligence.
Intelligence save.
If it is immune to being charmed, it automatically succeeds.
Wait, did you
There
count
are
this
more.
one? 16?
Is it? It is immune to being charmed, actually. It's saved anyway, I'm pretty sure.
The last one you said before.
Yeah, I'm a 19.
Beautiful.
Well, 29.
17.
I thought I had a lot with 5.
Nah,
I
baby.
just have the 3.
I got 3.
Same.
You don't even have yours here.
I think that's it.
Excuse me.
24 psychic
Fritz.
damage.
24 psychic. As you begin to focus in your new power or old power freed of any restraint, you can't help but smile beneath the mask a bit as you exude your own magical energies.
Found it.
You enshroud the broker himself in your own thick black smoke. It entangles within and begins to intermingle with his own form, and you can tell that that form is becoming distorted as you twist and pull at it.
And I'll just say, like, you know, I wish you'd offered this to me at first.
To whom?
The broker.
As you're
I know, yeah. I thought you were talking about your wife. Yeah. It's like, kind of rude.
As the words leave your mouth, you see in your peripheral, in the background, the cloak that the fox thief had been wearing, just basically Obi-Wan style, descend to the floor. Black smoke billows out from underneath and it is sucked into the broker. As all in one fell swoop, he pulls his scythe back and begins to make an attack on you.
The fox thief is gone?
Jedi style.
Appears that way.
Like they disappeared from within the clothes. There's no body.
Interesting.
It's a nat 1.
Doesn't it? It hits.
As he swings out with his scythe, you basically duck out of the way quite nimbly, without really breaking much of a sweat. Now that you feel freed from him, it doesn't feel as much of a threat. Now on his actual turn, what is he gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Pull the junk
Cheryl
inside
doesn't
that
actually
trunk.
say that. He's learned his lesson.
He has learned his lesson.
He whips his hand back out from underneath the cloak. You see his bony appendage sort of like extended out as he points at you. You feel a blight in your heart as he says, "You will rue the day." I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh, 22. Wait. 7 plus 5 is 12. Right?
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that,
He's
but
backtracking a little bit.
he certainly feels that way.
Blast.
Got a blast.
A blast.
Jimmy Neutron.
It's a good thing you saved.
Otherwise, you'd be dead.
Because I'm not a plant.
You did say blight. Isn't that the name of the spell?
He said a blight.
Yeah.
That is a spell. That is the plant spell.
Yeah.
As you exert your will to try and force out whatever evil intrusion has been set upon you by this creature, you take 38 points of necrotic damage.
That was what a save.
Yeah, it would have been 77 if it was
Oh my
more
god.
than that.
That's not
I have a
good.
feeling it probably wasn't blight.
What'd you roll for that?
How many?
77.
No, how many d10s did you roll?
78 plus 30.
78 plus 30.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
An easy 30.
With that, Cheryl, it is now your go.
What gives somebody plus
This thing,
30?
this thing looks like it's still got a lot of fight left in it, right?
It actually is looking pretty rough,
Oh,
all things considered.
all things considered.
And when you think about it, it was really it only had one goal,
And it lost.
and short of Rin now wearing the mask, it accomplished that goal.
Okay. Then I'm gonna bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon, just so we can have this thing fully surrounded.
All right.
I'm gonna cast it at 5th level.
Ooh, I'll text you.
Okay.
It's gonna attack. Oh, that's not gonna hit. That's a 14 to hit. God, I rolled so bad.
Sorry, everyone that had to hear my text go out.
So Spiritual Weapon misses.
Okay.
Darn.
And then
Wow.
rolled a 5 on the dice.
This creature, whatever it is, now enraged by what has occurred with its most loyal servant, appears to be very much on its toes. And as you summon the spiritual weapon behind it, it nimbly just moves out of the way. It cuts only air.
Because it doesn't get advantage. And then I'm going to swing at it, but with advantage.
Got it.
Why does it not have advantage?
It's not... We've ruled it before that it doesn't. And I think in the text it says that it doesn't too. Or it doesn't say that... I'll read it again, but I don't think it does. That's a 21 to
That
hit.
will hit.
I lied. A dirty 20. I added 7 when I should have only added 6.
That also hits.
That's better. 7 radiant damage and 9 bludgeoning.
Okay. As it's distracted with your spiritual weapon, you take the opportunity to run your devotee sensor through it again. Once again, it has an effect, but it's hard to tell exactly how much damage you're doing to a creature that's mostly made up of smoke.
I make some more smoke in there. Some holy smoke.
At the end of your turn, it's going to make another attack on Rin. It's pissed. That is going to be
48.
high, 27.
Hits. I'll let it this time.
It's fine.
Hope it doesn't sink your battleship.
Might.
Catching you a bit unawares by changing up its timing, it does strike you with its shadow scythe. You take 11 cold damage, and you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Nope.
You are paralyzed for the next minute.
Nice.
Oofers.
Nice red.
Oofers.
Paralyzed to
Paralyzed.
I'll get it.
Thank you. Sarnorin, it's your
Yeah,
go.
The colors don't make sense.
All right. He already has people around him, right? Like
He does, yeah.
So I would gain advantage either way, I think, at this point.
Not on a ranged attack.
Okay, so I'll send Harry to do that then.
Okay.
To give me...
Here to do my dart at work.
Yeah, and then I'll shoot him again.
Got
He
it.
acts as like a little
Shoot him.
Sims diamond above his
Can't
head.
you
like,
use the thing as a bonus action just for your future turns?
Yes,
And then do regular spells?
but I have to burn a
Dang.
bonus action as an action to get Harry in place.
so that he
To
doesn't
make
miss
him
his...
use help, which gives me advantage on the roll.
He'd
So it's
rather
either
mi-
do 2 spells or gain advantage on this hit. Which is a 28 to hit.
Okay, that will definitely hit. Roll your damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Damn it. It's not a lot of damage. 16 points of radiant damage.
Well, as it so happens, it is only fitting that the party necromancer deals the final blow to this aspect of the broker. How would you like to do it?
Honestly, his eyes light up and they flash, and one of the beams just like concentrates and goes straight through his skull, just cracking that skeletal piece wide open.
As soon as his skull cracks open, you see the two halves land on the floor, and just the same as the fox thief before, the smoke dissipates, the cloak falls to the floor, and as the smoke sort of moves throughout the room, Ren, you hear, as if whispered in your ear, "One day, your luck will run out. Your life will run dry. And I will be there when it does. That is a promise."
So we killed him and he's still talking?
Well, we
He's
killed
not
like
dead.
his
And
manifestation.
you all are now out of initiative.
His eyes are not black anymore, right?
And
Well,
a
he's
mask.
wearing a mask with the eyes filled in, so you can't see them.
Hey, Ren,
How,
take the mask off. Let me see your eyes.
how much hit points you missing?
50 something.
Take them all back. 50 what?
Just
9.
59. Okay, take the 59. I'm gonna heal myself 6.
It's fine.
Okay. That's like, I can't find it.
It's fine.
I feel so.
Makes sense.
Let me see if I understand this
Why not?
properly. I feel the connection. I feel like I'm like able to do what I've been doing when I'm wearing this mask, right? Like I can cast all the spells that I normally could. I can do all those kind of things.
Make another Arcana check for me.
I haven't taken it off yet, so I want to know if I feel normal still. 15.
With your relative knowledge of, the broker and his dealings and what you've heard about the fox thief, you feel it would be unwise to ever remove this mask.
Why?
Because then he back, baby.
Who?
Like then the broker can find him.
Every time you met the fox thief, whether they were your wife or not, they refused to remove the mask. At the time, you thought they were being secretive, but you're beginning to think that maybe it had something to do with the power that this item held. And as you dwell on it more and try and think about what power this mask has granted you, you feel your mind widen.
Thirsty girl.
As if you've lived 100 lifetimes, seen through hundreds of eyes. You are somehow connected to those who have worn the mask before you.
Whoa.
His avatar.
That's cool.
What did you say?
I was gonna ask if I could see your eyes, if they were still black.
I don't think that'd be a good idea. I get the feeling that I'm kind of stuck in here now.
Do you feel like
should
you
start
could
pouring, like,
still like he still has a hold over you? Or is the mask helping?
Would it be safe to assume that I feel like this is like
Breaking the bond?
It's holding him back.
just breaking the like almost the way I'm envisioning it, and I want to see if this is like something that with that Arcana check it would make kind of sense. I still have access to the power, but not the like actual connection. Like I'm basically piggybacking his cable.
As you begin to think these thoughts, you feel them answered immediately in your mind, almost as if they were past experiences, things that you knew at one point, but you know you didn't. You're drawing on that past knowledge, and you know that, yes, this allows you to draw on the broker's power without being intrinsically connected and beholden to him.
The Fox Thief get this.
Do I get any... Is there any memory of what happens after the mask comes off?
Make a history check.
While he's doing that, I want to look to Arsinoe. How are you feeling after all of that?
You know that every single time that mask has come off, the wearer has perished shortly after, usually by the broker or someone who works for him.
Would he see that any of those people who died were with groups of people? Powerful people.
Some. Yes. Most of the time they were with others that worked for the broker as they were hunted down. Sometimes they were with allies, friends that they'd made along the way. But those were rarer, in fact, as you know from experience that the broker enjoys creating a feeling of distrust within the people that work for him. And for good reason. As you think on this, Arsinoe, you feel your connection to Oham rekindled, but not like a spark, like a roaring flame. Just as last time when you were so disconnected, it's almost like there's this immediate influx
Ding,
of
you've got mail.
300.
divine connection.
Everyone.
And as you feel yourself almost stumble back just due to the shock of it,
Yeah, she's just gonna fall like on her knees.
you bring your eyes up and you see absolutely nothing.
Oh, you're dead, dude.
Oh, you're dead, dude.
Oh, you died, bro.
You did that.
Like again, though.
She's gonna be like,
Oracle blind?
where
Is that
you
what happens?
been?
Yeah.
God, we haven't even gotten close to where the Oracle is.
I know.
There's too much of their shit going on.
Thanks, Ren.
Dude, I even told Ren
Told her to stay
last
away.
session, I was like, do not fucking blow
Yeah.
anything up in my city. Don't fucking do it. And then
Do you...
Broker came over.
Yeah, it wasn't him this
Red
time.
wasn't
Rover,
him.
Red Rover.
He
It's in
technically
broker right
didn't do
That's
over.
what it feels like. I shouldn't have said anything.
Do you want everyone in the room for this?
No.
No hesitation.
Immediately.
See you later, bitches!
She was so excited to say no.
comes, I'm gonna leave it on the porch.
Don't.
No, don't. It's mine.
I'm gonna get yours.
Okay, yeah. That's
Microwave, so it's
we won't be right outside.
Gross.
Don't check the, don't check the door.
Don't check the door.
As you strain your eyes through the darkness, you see nothing. But you know that just due to the circumstance of the nature of your visions, this has to be one. You keep searching for meaning, searching. You can't see anything. What would you like to do?
I would like to close my eyes then.
Okay. Nothing changes with your eyes closed. Same pitch blackness, nothingness.
I'll like kind of like rub my like eyes a little bit. Just kind of be like in that same like on my knees, but be like in like a kneeling position, and then like kind of open them and like blink a lot, let them readjust, and then stand up and see if I feel like a pull to anything, and if I don't, within like a second, I'll just start walking forward.
Okay. As you stand, you feel solid ground beneath your feet. And almost instinctively, you begin to walk forward. As you do, your feet hit the ground, and because there is nothing here,
Very weird.
so silent, even the smallest movements create an echo of...
Mm-hmm.
After the first few steps, you actually hear someone else call out. Who goes there?
Arsinoe. Do I recognize that as like? Do
Make
I-
a history check.
Okay. Um, 11.
Okay. With an 11, this is not a voice that you recognize or have heard before.
All right. I will try to ascertain like where the voice came from then. Just feel like it's like all around, or does it have a sense of
Make a
direction?
perception check.
Okay. Non-natural 20.
You can tell that the voice certainly came from directly in front of you, the direction you were walking. Do you continue? Okay. Do you say anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna like keep talking and just say, like, you know, like after, like I said, my name is Arsinoe, and I am a chosen from Minara, and I don't know where I am, so I don't really know where you are. But if you keep talking, we might be able to find each other.
You hear your words sort of echo the same as your footsteps until you hear a reply. But this time it comes from a totally different direction. You hear, I'm sorry. Sight is a curse. It blinds us. We only see what we want to see.
Have you heard my voice before? And I'll start going in the direction that the voice is coming from now.
Once again, you hear a reply, but from the opposite direction you're walking in as you kind of shift around, try and keep your bearings on what direction is what. It's hard to tell in a dark place like this. I think so. Maybe.
I think I might know someone that you know. And I will, instead of having my eyes open now, I'll close them again. But like still stay standing. And just like much slower now because I can't see. Even if before it was just like blinding. Just like keep like walking and just hope that I like kind of like rely on like this. Have you known a man named Zheles?
I don't believe so. But if you say you know me, I had a name once. Do you remember it? Did you know me then?
I'm not sure what's your name right now. What was your name before?
I don't know who I am now. I was fooled once. My vision was flawed. So, I no longer trust what I see. I no longer have a name that I know of. All I know is that blind justice will right the wrongs.
Does that mean anything to me?
Make a history check.
Okay.
Or religion check.
Okay. Oh, I think I'll go with slightly higher. 11. Other one.
It doesn't click for you immediately, but you feel as though this is fairly in line with what Ohan believes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. They haven't did their. Okay, I'll just keep searching, I guess, and just keep trying to find them. I'll do that for probably actually I'll do that for maybe like another like minute or so. And then I would like to actually sit down and try to like meditate, even though I know I'm in a vision of some sort. But see if maybe like searching isn't the right thing to do, but maybe sitting and waiting is the better thing to do.
Okay.
So I'll try.
As you sit and wait. So did you know me? My name?
I know someone who said something similar to what you've spoken. I don't know if it is your name. I know them as well as they will allow me to, I think. And I hope to get to know them more, but their name is Oham. I don't know if that feels true to you or if you've heard that name before.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yeah, put that dice in jail.
Yeah. 6. Goodbye, dice.
That name is a mask.
Ooh. Insight check on that then.
Okay.
Super high. 26.
This person, it sounds like a she, is being she's hiding, but she's being truthful. The name is a mask. You gather that perhaps the name is what you know them by, but it is not their name.
Do you remember your name?
I don't. I was hoping that you might.
I think for like a couple minutes I'll try to focus on a name then.
Okay.
And, just see if I can like expand my thoughts in any way to be like, do I know a name?
Make a history check, searching through not only your connection with this being, but your adventures and what you've experienced so far.
14.
As you meditate, your thoughts take you away from this mountain to another mountain. You feel cold.
Ooh, I know, but I don't know my aspect of. But yes, I know what you're talking about. There's an eye, I think.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, okay. My third eye person.
It is. That person also had several names. The Pale Lady was one.
Okay.
But Iramor is the one that you think of. The one that starts with an I.
Okay.
It comes to your mind.
Yes. I have another name then. That might ring a little more true. Aasimar?
I think so. I think that was my name. A vision I had. I didn't want to forget it. I lost my sight. I wanted to remember so badly that I forgot my own name. At the time, I thought I could no longer trust my eyes. But perhaps I was right before. And as those words echo, there's a silence, but you can feel this tension within yourself and within this other being. They're processing what's happening. If this is, after all, Aasimar, it's been eons, hundreds of lifetimes. And the smallest glimmer of light in the upper left of your vision begins to peek through as slowly the form that you've become familiar with, that you know as Oham, becomes revealed to you, and she begins to unravel the bandages around her eyes, pulls them off, and as she does, the darkness falls away. What you see in its place is the Eclipsia. You see all your friends around you, and you see the Pale Lady standing at the center of all of it, her eyes alight, glowing, very much akin to what you have had in the past. And by the look on everyone's faces, they can see her as well.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to call them back in.
Yes! This is so cool!
Big reveals all around.
Oh my god, so exciting! I knew so long ago.
You guessed at it once.
Yes, I did.
You guessed at it, yeah.
I was like, that would make so much sense. They're so similar and connected. Ah!
Everything's connected, man. It all has to do with each other. It's all crazy, all interwoven, more than you know.
Yes, I'm aware of that too.
Yeah. I don't know if they got the message.
Hey!
Y'all come back!
Y'all come back now, you hear?
We miss you! Somebody got bonked. So anyone who's watched all the episodes, did anybody else see that coming? Did anybody else guess that? Yeah, obviously you can't answer, but let me know down in the comments or in chat.
You guess it?
If it's you becoming the Oracle, I did say it before we left.
I just bumped.
It's not that.
That didn't just happen.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
It didn't.
Okay.
I can keep saying
Did you
it.
just point at me because I was the first one to walk in?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because Alex was like asking chat, and then it was like, but yeah, you were right
I put
there.
my water down like this, and
Okay.
Puddles hit it, and it went.
Oh, that's what I thought she you hit her into a guitar.
No.
That's what it sounded like the strings were strummed.
It was the water bottle. And I looked at her, and she was like, booty. Her little eyes were squinty. I was like, sorry, buds.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
So I'll wait for everyone.
I was telling them we're getting Merry Maids to come.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Merry Maids? They wash the walls. They clean everything.
You know what I heard was we're getting
I don't even
married
know
in the days to come, and I was like,
Merry
hey,
Maids.
what?
Can
What you guys doing?
Can the video see that?
Some of it.
Okay. I don't think they know what they're in for whenever they come to clean your walls.
Oh yeah, they already came and looked in here,
Yeah.
and we were like, "You don't have to clean this one as much."
Yeah.
There's
Welcome
a lot
back.
of stuff in
You have to
here.
pull every single one of them out.
Is Sam coming?
The lady, she was like, I was like, maybe don't touch those. She's like, well, are they like replaceable? And Alex is like, I spent like so much time painting
It's
them.
less
And
the
she's
money,
like,
more
"Great,
the time."
We won't touch them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell us no, and we won't touch it.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was like, cool. We just won't touch those. I was like, please don't touch those.
Dude, that's awesome.
Although, Morgan,
So excited.
I will let you handle this particular
What are we talking
miniature.
about touching?
Oh, because it's a flexible one.
It's not super
I mean,
flexible,
bladders
but it's
can
flexible
sink in.
enough.
Yes.
Please don't touch that.
Sam's nervous. He's like, you're going to break it.
I'm not.
Not.
Came back to life. Totally fine.
You guys are all about to see something, though.
Arsinoe crab.
Zealous. Let's go into combat again.
Here we go.
Roll initiative, boys.
So,
And me without my
as
son.
all of you sort of ponder what's just occurred inside of the Eclipsia, you see Arsinoe sort of like stumble back as she looks straight ahead and stares empty for a while. Just as you begin to grow concerned, you see a recognition sort of wash over her eyes as she stares around the Eclipsia, and as that same recognition washes over her, you see come into being a angelic creature 5 or 6 times the size of any of you, clutching bandages in one hand, and scarred eyes glowing with a radiant light. Why did Becca choose now to leave?
Well, it's true.
Just want to check the food, I think.
Oh,
It
okay.
said that Sonic was delivered.
Gotcha.
And she already heard this, so.
Cheryl would bow.
I return to
Like,
him
he's
now.
like,
At the turn of the
Yeah.
like, I don't know. He was trying to
Taffy's
do
doing
the
the
Banara
bow.
bow. Yeah, he's like,
But you have
Do I need to roll a performance check?
No.
Just fucking.
Gandalf the Grey. Yes, that is what they used
Do
to
you
call
need help,
me.
Bex?
I'm Arsinoe the White now.
Okay, I'm coming.
We'll just be here.
So, pause again.
Yeah.
I should have waited until everyone was at the table. I
Way to
thought I
go.
did.
Way to go, DM. You did, and then we left.
Yeah.
And by we mean not the boys.
How are you?
Oh, thank you.
I don't know who this is.
I don't know why I was actually holding my breath, too. I was like, yeah.
I
Yeah,
saw
don't
you
do
roll,
that.
and I was like, I'll do it too. So I was staring at you because I was trying to figure out what you're doing, and I was like, oh, keep on.
He said pause, and I stopped.
They didn't give her a drink carrier. They just put all the drinks on the doorstep. That's why she needed help.
Round.
Yeah.
Like an idiot, I wasn't breathing.
So, as you all stare at this incredible visage, an angelic being in the Eclipsia, the two of you bow, and without moving her lips, you hear words echo through your mind. Still looking towards Arsinoe, but almost like she's looking beyond you.
She's like,
My child, I remember now. I have foreseen your being here. You and your champion should join me at the peak. There is work to be done.
Is this Oham?
And just as she finishes that sentence, a bright light cascades from beyond, reverberating through the mirrors in the Eclipsia, and beaming right into the spot where this angelic being was standing. You shield your eyes for a moment, and when you open them back, she's gone.
so, was that Oham?
The hell was that?
That. Yes, and also no.
Great, that
That-
cleared it up.
That was Iramor,
So no.
but also yes, that's
What the fuck are
who
you saying?
Oham is.
Well, it seemed like that thing might have been talking to Oham, and you're the champion. Like Cheryl's like, I think.
Who is Iramor? Do we know?
Iramor's from
The mountain.
The mountain, and that's where I
Okay.
got my eye from forever
Okay.
ago. The person that's
So
been
that was
like,
Iramor,
yeah,
but Oham was talking through her?
but no, like Iramor and Oham are the same.
You didn't know that until just now?
I guessed it or like a long time ago, but Alex was like, I was just like, no, like, you know, they haven't been around for like eons. They have no followers, blah, blah, blah. That's basically what he said a long time ago.
Okay, so Aasimar and Oham are the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the broker.
Shut up, Sam.
Cheryl, actually, I'm going to have you make a insight check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know what happened to you.
Sure.
I have a
I know
plus
it's good.
14.
I know it's good.
No, I have a plus 14. That's a 15 total.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Still
thank you.
insane.
So, you're not 100% sure, but as Aasimar was speaking to Arsinoe, as she said, "My child, I remember now, I've foreseen,"
Just put it down.
it actually felt as if she was looking through her and at you.
What?
Is that your mama?
What?
So wait.
Oh, so you're behind me.
What part?
I don't know.
Yeah,
either.
what part?
Mama?
What part? So wait, whenever she was talking, when
What
she was,
part?
yeah, what part?
What part?
Wait, so
What part?
so whenever she was,
You've broken my brain.
Dude, same.
So
Dude, Sam.
when she was saying your champion, she was looking at me, or whenever she was saying
My child.
she was looking at me.
She was looking at you.
Good. That's what a 15 gets me, I guess.
My child. she's the champion.
Or
Or I'm hers.
just unrelated. She just happened to be looking at you. Could be that one.
Kind of like they're just like caught in a stare and just talking.
Cheryl would have had this mental breakdown
It's not that.
with everyone too.
No, probably not.
He'd be like, I think. Did anyone else feel like she was talking to you?
Does she have those eyes that like follow you?
I think she was talking to me.
As
I didn't
all
get
of
that
you are
feeling.
trying to like figure this out,
Yeah, what are the other fuckers around here saying?
yeah, Tementu actually walks up to you. All the others, the Chosen, the Shadowed Sun operatives, they all look completely perplexed. And Tementu approaches you. He's, never have I heard of a deity revealing themselves to us in such a way.
I mean, it's just gonna be like, it's like steady tears are just like rolling.
It appears you've reconnected. Well, as you are called, you should ascend. We will discuss the nature of the oracle upon your return. And he sort of like motions. All the other Chosen are just completely still, like just wondering what has just happened. The large window that allows you to see the peak from where you are actually begins to open. Two giant glass doors that you thought were windows now beckon for you and your
Are we going
champions.
together?
Champions.
Mhm.
He added an S there.
He did.
It was always
You
champions.
always said champions.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you said
no, I
champion.
heard one.
I heard
No.
champion also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
we
was
heard
referring to
singular.
us.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I. Okay.
So see, like I was.
Me too. I was like, "Who's the
You
one
can only pick
champion?"
one.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
it ain't me. I'm not gonna win this fight for you. I'm sorry."
It's me.
I was like, "You would be the champion that anyone would pick."
Well, that's why I was like,
On a
well,
one-on-one.
I'm so confused.
One-on-one.
I know. Well, I still want to know why she was talking to you.
I think he was telling me that she was talking to all of us.
As is reasonable in this situation with so much having occurred in such a short amount of time, all of you are very confused, perplexed as you look around at each other, but slowly you begin to move in that direction.
Fires away.
You guys are coming too.
Have fun up there.
As you continue up
might have got
Put
the,
on your climbing shoes, bitch.
I got my climbing
They were
gear.
Oh my
stolen.
god.
Not his.
His wasn't.
This is the only word.
Only
Did you
word.
forget?
Only
I
word.
only say it like once every
Every
3
time.
sessions.
I says it all the time. I have my timing gear.
As you continue up the great mountain,
I'm gonna steal this one.
the sun finally begins to set, swing low in the sky.
Stop! I knew it.
And night falls as you ascend. As I remind you, the Eclipsia is only halfway up.
Are we taking a long rest? Is that what's happening?
Well,
I guess
what would
that
you
we
all
probably
like to do?
should.
Is
Yeah.
it cold here?
It's
Or is it like good hiking weather?
it's certainly cooler than it was in the desert.
But it wasn't like the ethereal peak or whatever it was.
rending wind.
No,
The rending wind.
Mount Vern Rim.
The
Yeah,
Rin being one.
it is not quite that cold. No.
Remember right, you passed out.
If anything, it feels refreshing, but for the lack of breathable air.
Damn, Cheryl. If I remember, I used a bitch.
So what are y'all doing?
Let's rest.
I was really
And
getting
that
everything
LR
ready.
button.
I'm gonna tell everybody about the vision and tell them like what like my thought process is and like all that stuff. So like
We didn't see it. You gotta tell us.
I'm trying to.
Trying to summarize.
Becca and Arsinoe are both like very lost for words right now. That's because I play Arsinoe.
Full circle.
We had no idea. Thank you for explaining that to us.
I love
This show isn't scripted?
I love Becca with pregnancy brain.
What have you been doing?
It's like ADHD and pregnancy brain are the like.
Dude, I left somebody a voicemail that was like, you can call me back at 225-276.
Don't
And I'm
sound-
like, I'm gonna, yeah. And then I was like, oh god, I'm on the internet.
I like to think that that's what you said in the voicemail. Oh my god, I'm on the internet. Dude. I was panicking. I thought you were just going for it.
I saw it in Morgan's eyes first. She was like, are you? I don't care.
You go back at 555.
And cut. Okay, now let's.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but it was like, it was somebody who has my, like, we call each other all the time. And I was like, that was dumb. Sorry. You have my number. Bye. Sorry. She called me back and was like, what was that voicemail?
It's like
I'm
texting
an
someone
idiot.
and like putting your name at the end, like
Yes.
Morgan.
Yeah. Sam's dad. So, okay.
That does it all the time.
Reed told me that Matthew calls Bill just Bill.
Just Bill. Yeah, no. It's not Grandpa or anything. I love that. Yes. Because all of us call him Bill and he calls him Bill now.
Sorry.
And we're back.
Yeah, thank you. Nobody knows who Bill is.
Sorry.
Who's watching?
Man,
Yeah.
Sorry. Like we can get off topic.
He
sometimes.
actually
I
has
know.
shown up in the
Okay.
chat before. Anyway. So it was like it was just like nothingness of just like white light. And like I couldn't like see anything. So I tried to close my eyes and then maybe thinking that like other senses would reveal themselves, and then somebody was like, who goes there? Arsinoe. Who are you? And they were like, I don't know my name, and I can't trust a vision, and I can't trust my sight. And I was like, okay. So then I tried to walk around with no sight, to see if maybe that would be helpful. And I couldn't figure out who it was for like felt like the longest time. And then a thought came to me, and I asked if they knew the name Aasimar, and then they revealed themselves. Before that, actually, they said that Olham was just a mask of a name.
Masks in this episode.
A lot of masks, yeah.
Mask goes on, mask comes off.
The
The
masquerade.
title of
Can
the
we pull it off?
episode.
But then whenever I said Aasimar, then Olham appeared. But they were like, that is my name, and they took the blindfold off. You know, like in the picture, like Olham had a blindfold on.
Thought she had a
Totally
blindfold.
looked at the picture. And then all of you could see. That's what happened.
Oh, so when she took the blindfold off, that's whenever all of us could see?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Where were you?
I don't know. In vision.
Well, she was there, I think. Your spirit was
I'm just a little fox.
Because she never left, right? You said she just kind of like got a blank stare, Alex, and then all of a sudden she was back, but mentally back.
Yeah.
Not quite.
So Arsinoe never physically left, as far as you all could tell. But different from her usual visions, her eyes were not closed. They were open the entire time.
I feel like that's a raven bit.
Or like you do with your owl.
Who? Didn't get it.
Well, no one fell for it.
Morgan did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
No.
You can't prove it.
Play back.
Nope, that's not how that works.
That's good that your connection's back, at least.
Great.
Did they mention what happened to the old Oracle? I'm assuming.
Nothing else. No
So,
anything.
do we have like a timeline of when we need to be up this mountain?
Don't know anything else.
Right. So should we just go now, or?
We might do well to rest.
Yeah, I think that's what we're
We might have
do.
a fight in front of
Okay.
us. I
Yeah,
don't
we don't
know.
know.
What's the rest of the group doing? Like all the other chosen?
They're staying behind. You were the only ones that were invited by
Oh,
deity
I
to
thought.
ascend.
Oh,
We are the champions, not them.
I thought you invited everybody.
No.
Just us. Got it. Yeah,
Just
but
gonna
we
leave it
should
at that.
definitely rest.
Okay.
Figured everybody got
If Cheryl heard champions, he's thinking we're fighting something.
In this sacred place,
Everybody's
if here is not safe, then nowhere is. And you all are able to find rest through the night easily enough.
I'd like to, while we're going to bed,
Mhm.
I would like to scry on Sloan.
Okay.
On who?
His wife.
Scrying works across planes.
She's being eaten by the devil.
It says, you see and hear a particular creature you choose that's on the same plane of existence as you. So no.
Your scrying fails.
Would I know what that means? No, I wouldn't. I would know that she's not on the same plane of existence as us.
Actually, I think you would. I think you would know that this means that in accordance to, everyone else who has donned the mask in the past, they've all been servants of the broker who wish to escape. Found a loophole in their contracts, so to speak. But can only exist as one. She is no longer on this plane of existence. And as she said before she passed, this body will die, but I will live on. She lives within you now.
That's it.
Okay. Anything anyone else wants to do? You sleep easily enough through the night. It's a bit hard on a set of stairs. But
Not for me.
She tries to slow down.
and although your breathing is as hard fought at this altitude, you do eventually find rest. You actually wake up before the sun. All of you well rested.
Never in my life has that happened to me.
It is
Damn,
not sunrise yet, but close. There are the beginnings of daylight peeking over the other side of the mountain. And as your eyes draw you to that site, you can see that there's actually not that much further left to go. You all carry on?
Cheryl is wearing his climbing gear, so he's probably clanking up these steps pretty unceremoniously. Just in case. He's also the only one who can't fly, so if he does fall off the mountain, he's...
It's just like spikes,
Happy I'll catch
not grabbing into anything at all.
Yeah.
Clink, clink, clink.
I saved the last person who fell off of something. I'll get you.
As you all continue to ascend, nearing the top, it becomes harder and harder to breathe, but you're accustomed to climbing seemingly insurmountable odds, mountains, even. And Arsinoe in particular, as you crest the peak and you see on the other side, your surroundings completely change. You guys suck. What did I even say?
You didn't say anything.
He slowly ate that.
He ate the mozzarella stick right in the mic,
Carefully and not make noise.
but he was right on the mic.
And then Sam looked over at me and started laughing, so I started laughing. Sorry, you didn't do anything wrong.
I'm sorry.
Sam's fault.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Your surroundings change completely. Instead of being at the top of a mountain, you are now miles below the surface. In an underground city, cave that is as wide as it is tall, with a large tree at the center. You don't see this, so
Okay,
don't worry
then
about
I'm
it.
not worrying about it.
It's just hilarious watching more go, wait, that doesn't...
But we went up.
What? Yeah. This way.
As you analyze your surroundings, you see this massive tree that basically spans throughout the whole cave. You can't even see where it ends. You follow it down to the trunk. And there you see a woman who looks very similar to Iramor, who appears to be etching something into the tree's bark. She turns to you and she says, "Welcome, child. At last, what I have seen has come to pass." Again, feels like she's looking through you.
To her champion, Cheryl.
She continues,
Plot twist, Cheryl's the chosen.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking earlier.
"And both of you have done well to reunite me with my son, Osiris."
What?
That's why she was looking at you!
She was looking at me.
There's a reason!
Here's looking at me, kid.
Cheryl, you see this as well. You weren't sure what to make
you're
of it.
here too!
Is she looking through me or is she looking at
She
me?
is looking at you, and specifically, you get the
Good
feeling
thing we never
she's
pretended to be
speaking
married
to
earlier.
Osiris through you.
I'm gonna look kind of behind me to see if he's like
Is he
looming
Daddy?
behind
Show
or
up?
something.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm like,
Daddy? Oh, God.
He is not, but all at once, you feel the stars begin to align. Thoughts connect. Your neurons are firing off, and you're thinking about all the things that this could possibly mean, and it all boils down into almost a singular thought. You realize, you remember, that Osiris is the patron of young children because he began as an orphan. He was left at a young age to fend for himself with all the divine powers of a god, and has since been adopted mostly by dwarven culture. That begins to make sense to you at some point.
yeah, because of Verndarim, right?
Most of her followers were dwarven.
Gotcha. But I'm gonna
As all these thoughts enter and leave your mind almost simultaneously, you begin to look around at your surroundings and you realize that this cavern, this area that you're in, is Burndarim.
Oh my god.
Before the tree was
That's what I
pulled
thought.
up from the root.
I thought it was that tree.
And as you begin to look at it,
I really did. I just had no idea how we got
walking forward to join your friend Arsinoe, you see the light cascading through from the openings atop this great mountain, piercing through branches and leaves of the tree until all of a sudden that light coalesces. The branches and leaves form shapes on the ground, and you see the prophecy that you're familiar with carved into the bark, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But in golden light beneath it, from the tree itself, it says, "But a child of light will guide salvation, and the plains will not fall."
You the child of light, you
Does that do we know what that means?
She is.
Like I understand that it's significant because it's being shown to us, but can we glean?
I know.
You would guess that it likely pertains to her child,
This is fucking
Osiris.
guiding
good,
salvation, the five of you.
Mhm.
And you were meant to stop this great catastrophe that was foretold. Perhaps all is not lost, and that darkness that everyone thought was to come is avoidable. Again, as all of this races through your mind, Aasimar approaches the two of you now looking at this inscription. "This is what I have foreseen. But not even I know what comes next."
Could be my next question.
Yeah. Did you write all this today? All this lore?
Right now.
Lore.
Improv.
I'm impressed.
Perhaps as you've been led to the dawn, it would be best to leave you in the care of my most loyal followers and your kin.
Meet my people. The dwarves. Cheryl's just gonna kind of look like he probably knows what she means, but is in disbelief because he was an orphan. He didn't know his
Just like a
his
really good
parents or
movie.
anything.
Yeah.
I have been asleep a long time. It will take some time for me to seek them out. Wait for me. And the vision is gone. Suddenly, what was solid ground in front of you is replaced with just open airs. You are at the edge of a cliff, looking over this mile-high mountain. You see clouds basically blanketing the material plane beneath you. And in the far, far distance, you see another similar peak. Gray, icy, cold.
Burndarim.
Dang. You got some good sight, bro.
Guys, why
But
are
I can't
we
see
just
in the
standing here? Why does everyone always just stand around?
Taffy's hanging off the edge, like, ooh.
You and I have just been standing.
Yeah.
Me and Sarnorin are like,
That's right.
what the fuck are you guys doing?
You want to play Conjuring?
While we wait.
The hell are you two doing?
You done?
We're
We go.
supposed to stop Zheles. We're part of the prophecy that we saw in Burndarim.
I mean, I thought that's what we were doing.
Yes,
What about
but
that girl we met? What was her name now? No, the one that the prophecy
Theo.
was supposed to be about.
Theo,
Where does she play it?
that's what we thought.
I think we were wrong.
As you all begin to talk about this openly, Ren, your mind begins to churn, and you feel answers begin to flow in from your past lives. Make a history check.
Brain blast.
You'll tell us about Osiris and
Yeah,
17.
Paramore?
Not yet.
It just came back.
Doug. Peter.
Peterson.
What's that from?
What we did in the shadows.
You gotta watch it.
They're all new.
Ren, you
You're
recall
gonna love it.
Okay.
several things. Prior thoughts, cognitive understandings of this prophecy long since passed down in oral tradition. Not only do you know that this prophecy you now all follow has been largely adulterated over time and changed in different ways to suit different needs, but you understand the meanings of the original words, as how sometimes what is plain speech today could be complete metaphor another. You recall that the Son of the Void does indeed refer to a child born of Zheles' spawn, but that could be anyone. By this point, no bloodline would remain untainted by his scourge. Next, the one who bears the sins of all would likely point towards a tiefling, ironically enough. But the phrase, "make ready the land," was used in olden times as a softer way to describe someone being dead and buried. And so you feel as though the Son of the Void is the son of Zheles in a long line of people, but born to a normal mother and father, one who bears the sins of all, and one who is no longer living.
That's supposed to.
So, do any of us have a mom but not a dad?
Yeah.
Can we rule out all of us?
Sarnorin doesn't have any family.
But I mean, I had normal parents. Old.
Valfar's dead.
He is dead.
Tiefling.
But did he have any kids?
Actually, you close your eyes and Alfar is there.
Mm. There it is. It's not Valfar. Ruled it out.
He's making
He was
bread.
burnt.
Red.
With blood.
What? Yeah.
He killed 5 people and put them on the tree.
Maybe.
He made those people. That's
Think,
it.
think, look at these
know that.
people.
Wouldn't know.
Look at what I've done.
Sarnorin, I'm going to have you make a history check for me.
Okay.
You can roll one of the 20 d20s over there.
Yeah.
Nah.
You don't want to touch another person's dice. It's
No.
bad luck.
Yeah.
That's why I always touch Alex's dice before the session.
Touch another person's D.
What'd you say? History?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Real mature.
Thank you.
14.
You can't place it, but the memory of some interaction that you had runs through your mind. It's almost like you remember the sound, but not where it's from. A child cries.
Does the child sound like an elephant? Is that
Yeah,
what
does the child have a trunk? Is it Cheryl?
A child does not have a trunk, and this would have been something that you experienced.
Dad?
Sorry, I definitely want to just give it to you, but you rolled a 14, so.
Yes.
Can I
It's
help
like when
him?
Dumbledore's like, it's right there. but I
Wait.
can't remember it.
What if I help him?
His own history check.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that time? You remember?
I mean, I could give him guidance, but that's actually it doesn't work that
Another
way.
creature makes an ability check. I can use my reaction.
But it's a skill.
It is an ability check.
Me
skills
thinking
are
my
better.
hardest.
15 now.
It's on a new tier.
Now you have a hernia.
You remember that you were This feels too out there for you to have been in your usual like material plane existence. This would have been maybe during one of your seances.
How are you going to give the man a memory and not tell him what it's from?
That's how memories do work.
Hey, yeah, I was about to say, you remember that time that
I'm still trying to figure out the giggle that Sam was doing, what it was reminding me of. It feels very similar.
That's what
I know.
It. Yeah,
yes.
That's what this is.
What if we plague on Dewey and you offer up that memory and
my
purposefully lose so that we can all try to remember it?
I don't think that's how it works.
We don't know how it works. That old guy is who knows how it works, and that's it.
God damn it. I feel like it should be right in front of me. But...
Sorry.
Yeah, confuse us at the very end.
I'm not trying to.
Okay, that's the only thing I can see is a baby crying.
Well, you don't see anything. You
I just
hear it.
remember a baby crying, the sound of it.
Mhm.
Do it sound like a baby you know?
Do you tell us this?
Yeah.
Does it sound like a baby you know?
Yes.
Can you read his mind and maybe you know what it's
Detect thoughts. I just get a surface level, and this is deep. Yeah, this is deep.
You can press further, can't you? With the detect?
Yeah, I guess you can. You would then make the save if I press surrender.
I mean,
You just let him in your brain.
I will let them
you wouldn't
penetrate your
mind. What is it called?
I mean,
I don't remember.
It's worth a try.
What is it called?
I don't know.
What, detect thoughts?
Yeah.
Are you waiting on us to figure this out right now?
Yeah.
So,
That sucks.
You're the worst.
This is how it is.
Yeah.
This is how actual life is.
I
When you
will-
can't remember something, you just
I'll
have
cast.
it.
I play this to escape life.
It's the second one, so.
Yeah.
I'll sit with
Second life.
with Sarnorin and I'll say,
So in your wildest fantasy, you make $20,000 a year.
I think I might be able to help dig around if that's okay with you.
Chill.
And I'll cast detect thoughts and I will attempt to dive deeper.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just autofill that shit.
There is a wisdom save, but you can fail. You can choose to fail if you want.
Yeah.
I choose to.
Okay.
Sorry, not Sarnorin. Cheryl, make an insight check. And that's what this would be.
19.
Yeah.
It's a pizza.
As you push
Deep down his heart.
further into this
Quite hungry.
sort of dormant memory that Sarnorin has, you realize it's not a very old one. As his thoughts pull you in the direction of maybe his son, you know it can't be that. You push further and you see the visage of two people, a man and a woman, embracing. They're talking to each other.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, that sound, the
people
cry of
from
a
the woods.
child, you instantly are shot awake as the two of them look startled.
The people from the woods.
Wait. I'm shot out of his brain awake, or
I mean, the memory ends
the
there.
memory ends there? Do I recognize the people?
Make a perception check.
Do I see this?
You would see this along with him.
This is kind of tripping me out. I'm not gonna lie.
This is weird. Yeah, this is an interesting.
We're sitting
How do you
next to
guide
each
me
other
through
in
my
your-
own memories?
Yeah, we're sitting next to each other in your brain. It's like into the
Into the
bowl,
woods.
The pensive.
the pensive in Harry Potter. It's 13 for my perception check.
You
Unless
can
it's
tell
not.
that one of them is a man and another a woman, and you can at least tell that the man is clad in armor.
Hmm.
Not much else.
And when the crying happens, they're startled.
Seems like they didn't expect it, and it certainly ends whatever memory you're pulling from.
Is that Does the
I was
armor
thinking
look
the
particularly
other thing
familiar
in
to
the
me?
The armor doesn't, but there's a flash of red.
I've seen this soldier before.
You definitely have.
SF?
So it would be. Is Theo
Oh.
the bad? We thought she was the savior.
Were we dead? Oh, they're not here. Right, it's you and me.
We just see them sitting there, just like
Not saying anything.
no, just
Not saying anything. It's right.
We can head out, I guess, now if you want.
Wait.
Okay.
This is nice.
Do I
just
know the
two of us.
woman?
It's hard to tell. As you're being guided by Cheryl,
He
you're
didn't
kind of
roll
relying on his
check.
perception.
Aw.
Yeah.
I was explaining that.
It's like when you go to the movies, you're watching the same screen, dude.
But chances are Alex understands it a lot more than me. So
Well, that's
his
why he had to
perception.
tell me.
Well,
I had to watch Shutter Island so many times to figure it out. This is how this came. I think, and I don't even remember if that's the actual movie I'm talking
was
about.
like
let's go,
Interstellar.
we need to discuss.
Yeah.
It all fades away as we zip back to reality.
so did you know SF?
Can someone recount to me? He spilled all over himself.
it was one drop, and it was like whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck? It wouldn't stop. And then as I did it, another one was like, whoop. It was like, oh my god. And then Sam looked up and I was like,
Trying to undo his life.
We don't have any napkins. Well, we do have Lysol wipes.
He does exactly.
I'll get napkins in the back.
Can someone retell the words of the prophecy to me again?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, we just read them. I just don't remember what they were.
I remember it.
You said the prophecy's there like it was, and then you just told us the new bit.
I'll say the old thing.
Bear.
Stop.
I have it here. The son of the void will one day be born to the mother who bears the sins of all, as the father makes ready the land.
With what was the last gold piece?
I know it in my head, but I don't want to read it
Shine
wrong,
bright
so
like a
I'm
diamond.
pulling it up here.
As the father.
All
makes
of the
ready.
lights.
But a child of the light will guide salvation, and the plains will not fall.
Okay, so that's about us.
So they're referring to Asaf Quay being the father.
Did we
to
know
make
he
ready
had
the
a
land
child?
is to be buried and died. And the only time
Didn't he die?
prior to leaving salvation, right?
You all told me.
So were we dead? Buried as well? Because he wasn't dead when we got out.
But he was
SF is
unconscious.
not the one that was unconscious and
Yeah.
they had him for a while.
Yeah.
That is him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he just recently died.
Did he?
Didn't? Yeah.
Yeah.
They said that he died recently, right? Did we know he had a child?
No.
Oh,
I'm
his
gonna-
baby mama.
I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna ritual cast commune,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna ask Osiris.
Sorceress.
Were my friends dead when they met SF in salvation?
They were not alive.
This is the question we've been asking since the very
Well-
first campaign.
Do I get
That's
that?
not-
Because it's supposed to be yes or no.
That's not a direct answer.
Hmm.
It's supposed to be yes or no or unclear.
Unclear. Is
Ah!
Dang it!
That's the same thing you just said.
Yeah, this is just in one word instead of a phrase. SF is the father, though, right?
Yes. I saw him.
Well, I'm
He's
asking.
What do you
I'm
What do you
asking
mean by
Osiris.
the father? What is your intent?
The one who
Os-
made ready the land, like in the prophecy?
The father.
The
of
father
prophecy.
will make ready the land.
daddy.
The dead dad. that we know.
The Plow Daddy.
With that in mind, he would say unclear. He knows no better than you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he might.
No, I mean, it's his mom's prophecy.
Yeah. I mean, I thought
A mom he didn't know he had.
Oh, I see what you mean now.
Wait,
I see what
what?
you mean now about Osiris not... Okay, okay.
What?
What?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Gotcha.
I don't know either, Morgan.
Osiris was orphaned. I thought he was orphaned and adopted by her, but
No.
you're saying that he was orphaned from her.
Yes.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Ooh.
You know that Osiris was never adopted, had to learn to fend for himself,
Yeah.
and became patron of those who suffer a similar fate.
Why
Yeah.
she abandoned
Say it one more time. The
She
prophecy.
yeah.
She didn't have like.
The son of the void will one day be born to the mother who bears the sins of all, as the father makes ready the land.
But a child of light will.
Right.
guide?
But a child of
salvation.
light will guide salvation, and the plains will not fall.
So I've got one more
So-
question. Will you,
Oh. Okay. Are we dealing with sort of a brothers thing? Are Zheles and Osiris two children of the same family?
Because Osiris does fit the child
Of light.
light, and he doesn't have a dad. Presumably, we know who his mom is.
And is.
Did SF have a child?
Yes.
I can ask more, but then I run the risk of getting no response on them.
Run the risk. We've all taken risks today.
I'm gonna. Can you describe the space that we're in right now?
You were atop Aru Necheket,
Yeah, right,
the
right, okay.
great mountain.
So I'll actually go back to where they kind of had their moment, right? Kind of where the peaks meet.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna go off and try to contact SF's spirit.
What are we up to?
Okay.
You can give short phrases if
We were just told to
yes,
come
no,
up
or
here,
unclear
so
would
now
not
I'm here.
convey
Why would I-
Osiris's. I'm reading it again to make sure that to see what the percentage
And
is.
Yeah.
in that case, he would have said, "Yeah, they are not
Based on
alive.
the-
They were not alive."
They were not alive.
Sans.
Make an Arcana check. See if you can do this.
I'm ready to help.
Yeah, are you? Do I know you're going off?
Fuck.
Do I know you're going off? Because I would have cast guidance on you.
Oh no.
Oh,
Would a D4 help?
No.
With 2 d4s help, because I would have cast guidance on you. knowing you were
Possibly
going off,
if I
but-
got 2 4s.
Hey, never know.
Yeah,
Once
so
you
you get to
try.
roll my 4. I think she rolls her 4. But if you were going off to try something, Cheryl would say, "Good luck," and give you guidance.
Okay, so I rolled a 2.
and he rolled a 3.
So that's 11.
But
No,
you
that's
get-
12. It's 14.
2 D4s from
I got
No,
it.
one d4 for me.
Oh.
You feel at peace here better than anywhere. And as easy as it is to draw upon your latent gift in this place, whatever is keeping you from contacting your son, this feels the same.
Not enough time.
I would sit down again, trying to commune with Osiris.
Sorry.
Have we met SF's child?
No.
I will ask.
There's a 25% chance that it doesn't work.
What I
spell.
should focus
I mean-
on, and I will.
No.
Do you know where they are? The child, the child.
You have to roll some.
It's still a 25% chance on every question. Yeah. No response. I would ask again. I would burn my 3rd question to ask again.
No.
Okay.
I feel like we just threw out like 4 different theories, and I don't know which one to follow.
All of them.
Yeah, we didn't roll high enough to confirm anything.
And Osiris doesn't know anything.
Okay, so what are we on top of this mountain for?
We did what we came.
Yeah. He
We
and I
had our vision.
Yeah, had to have the vision and see the rest of the problem.
So are you the oracle now?
No, she has to go meet the dude down at the peak at the bottom.
What?
Dude who
Timbuktu.
left said come back and I'm gonna show you how to be the oracle.
I thought that happened.
As
Aasimar said that there was work to be done.
As you all continue to ponder these theories, you feel closer to the truth of this prophecy than you ever have been. But in some way, it feels pointless. At this juncture, the 5 of you must destroy the threat. And as all of you begin to think on how you might begin to do that, it appears the wait is over. Aasimar's promise comes to being. As the sun begins to crest the horizon on the opposite side of the mountain, you see the beginnings of its light sprinkle like a million tiny fireflies into the atmosphere, streaking across the sky and forming into a bright yellow orb in front of all of you at the very peak of Arunecheket. As this forms, it's almost too bright to look at, but it grows darker. A bright ring remains as the inside sort of collapses up in upon itself into a realm of darkness. The whole visage looks something like an eclipse. Symbolism.
Symbolism.
What is it a symbol of, though?
The darkness eclipsing the light.
On the other
Too
side
literal.
of this doorway, you see vast nothingness, very consistent with what you saw in Caranton's lair. Stars and different colored clouds far, far in the distance.
See this in the hole?
Mm-hmm. You see ground, gray and lifeless. And you see a number of strong silhouettes moving to and fro until one of them appears to notice what you're seeing.
Does it look like the bog? Like green swamp place?
It does not look like the bog. But one of these entities moves forward, rushing frantically, as what comes into view is a female Loxodon crying and smiling at the same time. And I know it's a bit early, but that is where we will end our session for tonight.
Yeah. She said she was going to get her... She said my people, right? Is that what she said?
Your people, yeah.
Yeah. So I knew it was Loxodon's.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, as we have gone through quite a lot of lore,
I don't know anything that I don't understand anything.
we can kind of talk about it off stream a little bit if we need to.
Yeah.
But this was a bit of a lore dump. I know it was a lot, but we had a lot to get through. A lot of things were kind of left unexplored, and a lot of things came to a point here at the Eclipsia. If you're curious as to what all of it means, if you want to try and piece all of it together, we have all of our past episodes up on YouTube. Feel free to leave me a comment, and I'll pass you a few subtle hints if you'd like that. Hop into the Discord, chat us up about it, and
feel free to give me a call. 225.
Yeah.
Tell me what your theory is, because I don't know anything.
But all in all, until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.